The new Jack Off intro, live. Hello.
Yes.
This is Jack O'Grady here speaking. We've had a few technical difficulties. I'm over here completely away from the sound desk. Only one mic is currently working.
Oh God.
I can't hear you, Jack. Oh, the music's still playing. You might want to turn that off. Now, I'm not sure if the audio sounds a bit kind of shite, or if I can only be heard. We might play a song and come back in 2 minutes' time once we figure this out, so bear with us.
See, how bizarre.
How bizarre, or how normal for this fucking radio show. Grand, we're better. Anyways, we're going to go into a bit of poetry straight away, because we only have 2 episodes left of the Jack Off. Right. Oh yeah, good. Perfect. So I'll go in first. You know. Now this is the prelude to a story that we'll address later on. We've a jam-packed show, especially because we only have 45 minutes to get through everything.
Even this is the closing hour.
Yeah, this is the closing hour.
This is the most intimate Jack-Off episode any of us have ever had.
For anyone,
it's in the late hours, and we are gazing into each other.
Can I be seen on the camera? Is the lens
I think so.
Yeah. For reference, myself and Jack are wedged into one mic, completely away from the sound desk. So if we want to alter the sound, do the computer, the music, and we have to run the entire way across the room, and we are huddled, like scrum formation. You honestly, like I may as well be grabbing your balls.
Your laptop's on 21% battery.
It's okay.
The camera's on about 40.
Oh God, the camera dies. Look, that's just sad. If the camera dies, didn't you charge the camera?
I was busy with it earlier, making moves.
Oh, you were. Anyways, I'll read my bit of poetry. Look away now from my phone screen. Okay. This is regarding the events that happened in the past week of my life, about a week ago today. It's a haiku.
Oh, beautiful.
Limerick races, some drinks filled with piss, a slap from above. And that's all.
That's all we're getting.
A short haiku. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's to the point. You know, it's to the point.
Straight to the point, boy.
And listen, I'll tell you, that slap was venomous. More on that later.
Venom in that slap?
There was.
Okay, I'm intrigued to hear about that now. But right, I'll hop into mine. This is a lovely little poem now. A trip to the coast, Atlantic winds in your hair, big old feet in you.
Now, what's the context behind that?
It's alright.
Good.
That's what you're getting.
Can you read it again?
Yeah, I can. It says, a trip to the coast, Atlantic winds in your hair, big old feet on you. That's the end of that. No context needed.
Listen, fair enough.
Yeah.
I have big old feet.
You do. It's not about you.
I was at the coast recently.
Were you?
I was in Kerry,
Yeah.
And I have big feet that are actually paining me, but that's a story for another man, a doctor.
This man whinging about his feet.
I have really sore feet, I'll have you know. I was sitting down for about an hour and a half, then I stood up, and my feet were sore, and it's only gotten worse since. I think I've got like an infection somehow.
I can tell you what, I'm gonna have a fucking infection after this. I can feel your breath on my face when you're talking to me. This is terrible radio. Gas altogether. Okay.
But yeah.
Very good, yeah. And is your back healed from the last show
Oh,
we were
for
on?
reference to anyone who doesn't follow every move, we were invited on another radio show called Underwaves Radio. And I was challenged to a wrestle live on air, so I wrestled someone, and that person being Brian. And when I was winning, I lifted him up off the ground. My back was fully like bent, all the load was on my back, and I arched my back, and I was lying on the ground for about 10 minutes. I fucked my back entirely, and I was just on the ground in pain. Like we were wrestling on radio, great radio, very visual format.
Yes.
And if you want to see that, it's on our Instagram.
Yeah, we went live.
That was the last time we were on the radio, and I honestly haven't been here since, and I'm a bit scared to be back.
I'm glad that you were walking somewhat, like your feet are killing you now, but I'm glad you're alive.
I'm getting there, like.
There was severe worry. Brian was very worried you'd done actual damage to yourself.
I had done actual damage, but I'm a quick healer.
That's not how that works.
That is how that works. It is.
It is defined by the amount of time it takes to heal.
No, it's not. I'm superhuman.
Yeah, Yeah, but like...
But that's not true. Like, you can do a lot of damage to someone and they can heal quickly. Doesn't mean you have done a lot of damage.
Do you think that's what it is? Do you think that like the rate or I suppose the metric on how bad damage you've done to yourself is how long it'll take to heal?
No, because some people, like say Pa now, my friend Pa, he did his ACL or his cruciate or something like 3 years ago, still not healed. Do you know why? Because you didn't go to the physio. I've had cancer twice.
And you need quicker.
Yeah.
No, I'm super.
Listen, I went to the fucking physio. I'll tell you that. A lot more than that. Put a bit of effort into it. Like.
Yeah.
So.
That's gas. Well, I suppose, like, generally though, if you were to carry out the correct protocol and how long it would last, then I suppose is how you go off it. I'm thinking that.
How long do you last?
Also, you've been diagnosed with the ugly bug your whole life.
Oh. Well, that's pretty serious though. Hasn't
Is
gone
it?
away.
That's the truth. That's a lifelong illness. There's no cure.
But no, my paiku now was ready. Last week I was at the Limerick races, the Limerick student race day. Basically, I'll keep this short and sweet. The lads from Kerry, like Turbo, and the lads from Walmart, and I was there, and basically I placed a few bets. I was fairly well on it. Like, I got a few tips off my dad. I told all the lads to bet on this one horse that he tipped us on. I was like, oh yeah, lump on. Finished 5th. But the rest of them won. It was just unfortunate start.
I think it was saying this evening you were betting on donkeys.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No, Rachel Blackmore was there.
Who's Rachel Blackmore?
She's some famous.
Oh, she the jockey that's doing great. She won the Cheltenham there.
Lovely woman. Why are you tuning on Sky Go? You can watch something on Sky. What are you doing?
I just did it.
Jack's clicked up the Sky Go on my laptop. Don't watch this. My laptop will crash.
You have the full telly up on your laptop.
I do. Yeah.
Dreamland.
Anyways, at the Limerick races, like we were walking around the bookies area, and there was this bin, and there were these 3 kind of drinks by this bin, kind of half empty. They looked like piss. Presumably, what I found out to be later was a vodka Red Bull. You know that kind of looks about like piss once you kind of get it poured into the plastic cups. These were left by a bin, and I was walking with Pa, and Pa goes, "Geez, look at those drinks there." And in my state, I think it's a good idea. I'm like, so I gotta walk back towards the drinks, get my left boot up, and kind of kick the drinks. And give them a right old hoof. They go everywhere, like spill all over the floor, fly through the air, like. Yeah. And I'm gonna walk on and think, I've done a bit of damage there. It's just it's like an intrusive thought that won over.
Yeah.
And when you're drunk, that kind of happens.
With you more often than not.
Yeah. And so I did that, and then I'm walking down these stairs. The next thing, all of a sudden, I get a blow to the back of the head. And this is Limerick now, so I'm instantly like, whoa, this is worse than a Kerry punch.
Yeah.
This is a Limerick punch. You
didn't have time to swing.
Yeah, so then I was walking behind the back, like like at least punch me if you're gonna punch me in the head. Do it when you look at make eye contact when you do it.
Punch like or a slap?
Punch. I said a slap in the haiku for like poetic kind of.
Somebody punched you in the back of the head?
Yeah, and then one on the right side and the left and the right again. 3 quick combo like.
Oh.
I turn around and it's this small woman, about 5'3". She only reached my head because she was about 2 steps above me. Okay. And she starts tearing into me, pushing me, like, oh, what the fuck are you, cunt? All sorts of things. Like, Then Turbo, my friend, runs down in front of the 2 of us, pushes her away, and she starts staring at him, being like, I remember her distinctly saying, she's like, you don't know me, you don't know anything about me, you know who I am. All this, like, this small. And then, anyways, like, turns out I kicked over her drinks, and apparently she was still drinking, but she just left them by the bin for a minute on the floor. So, like, long story short, I was chatting about 15 minutes. She was trying to get money off me. She was like, I'll call the guards and all this shit. And she was like, I'll get my friends over. Wait till they do something to you. They'll teach you a lesson. All this shit. God. So I convinced her and I was like, I'll pay for the drinks. Apparently, they cost her €30. So, but then she wants me to revolute the €30 to one of apparently her friend who was a lad bought them for her. Right. The same lad was going to beat the shit out of me, apparently. Yeah. So I revolute him 20, then 10, because I'm like, you're right. I'd set her 10-20, hoping that I'd throw off and no. So then anyways, what I do is she walks away, and after about 5 minutes I just cancel the revolute. Get the money back, job done. And that's how you deal with Limerick women. That's what that is. So now, was I a bit of a cunt for kicking the drinks over?
Yeah, but in all fairness, what would she think was going to happen? Like, and how did she know it was you? Like,
because she saw me. Because she was
minding them that way.
Apparently, she was kind of standing beside them.
Okay.
Well, not directly. She was a bit away from them. Like,
So she decided that you kicking over a few drinks was like grounds for punching you in the back of the head.
yeah. See, to be fair, now, if she hadn't done that, maybe I wouldn't have withdrawn the cash. I would have left her have the. I would have paid for her drinks. Like,
You left her high and dry.
yeah. Listen, she was dry anyways. Like,
Yeah.
although the weather, not so much. Bit of light drizzle.
Light drizzle.
And for more weather, tune in after the break later on with Lol Watson. We have a weather segment from him.
We may have one. Oh, I don't know how we're going to do that from over here.
Oh. No, listen, only takes one of us. Sure, one of us can stay here, fill up airtime.
Yeah,
The other
I
can
suppose
do it.
during the break. To be fair.
But yeah, no, I am also at the Limerick races. I had a bit of an unfortunate story. We were at psychology ball yesterday,
Yeah.
and I had to wear tux because I had no suit. Tux worked in the end.
It's grand. I don't know why you wouldn't wear that more often.
Yeah, but anyways, I had a blue suit, a nice blue suit that I had that fit me
It was grand.
a bit too well.
Yeah.
Is at the Limerick races, I ended up bursting my pants to the
I
extent.
thought you were going to say that you split the trousers kicking the cups of the
No,
drink.
that could have been the first thing though, because actually
I probably said it in
I dropped a can at the squat down to get it, and then a tiny tear, like a tiny thing popped. And then every time I walk, I think the night on. Yeah, so there's a photo which we can put up on the Jack of Instagram at halftime.
Yeah.
Of just my arse. Like, this is before it got bad. I was wearing pink jocks, rather unfortunate.
Visual accompaniment.
Yeah, pink jocks, and they contrast the suit quite well.
Yeah.
And they're bright pink, like not pale pink like my skin. No,
No,
bright
it
pink.
may have confused many.
Yeah,
You
no.
may have thought, why is he not wearing boxers?
Yeah, no.
Indeed.
Indeed,
the whole
yeah.
was covered.
So I was wearing a poncho for a bit to cover the arse, but then that got
I
ripped off
actually
me.
have a poncho story.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
We this is so good. We went to a party there the other night, and it was a Cowboys versus Indians theme, which was quite contentious in the contemporary climate.
Yes.
So somebody was like, "What about Cowboys versus aliens?" And your man was like, "Yeah, great idea. Cowboys versus Indians versus aliens." So we went for all three, and I was last minute. I was like, right, I wore a Pussy Wranglers t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
And I wore like a bandana around my neck, a pink one, and like pink pair of trousers and like a fucking like waistcoat type thing. And I said I was a wrangler over at Pussy Ranch. And,
oh god.
So yeah, I went as a cowboy obviously, and everybody else, like everybody but me and about two other people had these cowboy hats from our group. And
you can see where this is going.
yeah, but your man, anyways, the one guy went with a poncho, but he didn't wear his outfit for ages. And eventually he put it on at the pre-drinks, and he was like wearing this rain poncho and like this very like interesting like woven like woolen like Ecuadorian traditional mask, right? And he was very clearly saying it was Ecuadorian, so that is neither cowboy, Indian, nor
or alien. Well, it could be alien to some people.
Well,
depending on part of the country.
Jack, I tell you what, he put on this outfit and he was like, "Is it good?" And I said, "Yeah, it is good." Like I was like, and I kept telling him it was good. And he was like, "Should I wear it?" I was like, "Yeah." We kept going on with this, and we were about to leave, and I just passed a comment, and he kept asking me, like, "Was it all right? Was it offensive?" I was like, "She's fucking great alien, like," because the poncho was purple and all this. And eventually, he has it all on. He's kind of ready to go, and he was like, "Are you being serious?" He was like, "Is it actually good?" And I was like, "Yeah, like it looks like a class alien." And he just took it all off. He was pissed. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "It was supposed to be an Indian." And it was, he wouldn't wear it for the whole party. And I wouldn't mind.
How is that supposed to be an Indian?
Because the poncho.
But the poncho? The poncho's not Indian.
Exactly. The poncho Native American, like. It was,
Oh my god.
Not like Indian in the country, but it was atrocious. Like, and he wouldn't wear it. Eventually, I got him to put it on for about 2
That's
seconds.
so funny.
There's a picture now of me wearing the mask, which he's very proudly flaunting. But it was a prank party, so like it was themed. In inverted commas. So everybody showed up in a theme, and then some people didn't get a theme sent to them, and it's all a big joke. Yeah, so like it was very good. It was a very good idea. But,
whose party was it?
It was a friend of Brian's, Dan.
Oh,
was
nice.
his name, yeah.
Dan the man.
Dan the man.
And
Well
sure,
done,
look,
Dan.
Well, we're gonna play the halftime theme tune
Will we
there.
go for the halftime team?
And Jack, when you put it on before you while Jack's making his way across the long table across the room, and we've got a bit of a game for the viewership at halftime. Like, sorry, I've been confused here now. Jack's pointing at the screen. Anyways, we're gonna play Guess This Animal now. Nathan, if you're listening, might have a bit of a better idea at this than most. He might know. So if everybody checks the Instagram, I'm going to put up a post now. Oh no, actually, I'll do it when the song's playing. So check our story and respond with what you think this animal is. This is Guess the Animal on the Jack Off. Thank you very much. Well, hello there. Just want to clarify one thing before. We're out of the weather with Lol Watson. Jack Mitchells can't be at the mic right now because there's only one working mic. He's across the room. I did not knock over a table of drinks at the Limerick races. I knocked over 3 drinks by a bin with a young one standing beside the bin. But yeah, just to clear that up, a few things. After we'll have the weather, and then we'll have the answers to your questions. So guess this animal. So please guess the animal. We've had about 5 or 6 replies. Get a few more in. Yeah, this is Lol Watson with the weather. Thank you very much.
Lol Watson, weather. At the end of the day, it's night. At the end of the night, it's day. Is a duck's arse watertight. It's raining. It's dry. It's cold. It's normal. That's the weather. So take it or leave it, really. Because I'm too high to record another one.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lol Watson. That was the weather. So just be careful if it's in your local area. If that weather is about, just be careful.
Yeah.
You don't want to be hit by that weather.
It's a very despondent weather.
Yeah.
It's cold.
It's cold.
And alone.
Wherever Tunic is, he's cold alone. And he's turned to drugs.
He's turned to being high.
So apparently it's a legal high. It's THC.
Yeah, he has informed me and assured me that it's legal.
So any Cardi swat him anyways, or at least
he says it's perfectly legal. So I'll take him at his word.
Right.
I'll take him at his word.
Right. Well, when we go to the responses, do you want to read the responses?
I would love to. Yeah.
Right.
I'll check get them on my own phone too. If I'm any use at all.
Alright, here we go. Do you have any your phone?
I do. You go ahead there.
Alright, well, sorry, this is awful radio. We've just gone silent looking at our phones.
Silent.
Here we have. So, there we go now. Brian from Underwaves Radio, the lad who I kind of slammed to the ground wrestling. This is his response.
He dominated.
And I fucked my back doing.
He all he could say was this is his new favorite. Oh, this is his new favorite game. I love this game, but that wasn't the fucking point of the game.
What kind of animal is that? Oh, now at Dublin Zoo, this is my new favorite game. I love this game. Oh, it's like a little kid goes, "What's that, Mom? What animal is that?"
Yeah, it's like a kid who gets to play that like one of them Lego games. Yeah. He probably plays one of those Lego games, like Ninjago or
Lego Ninjago, the game.
Oh yeah, big man
at the zoo.
Thinks he's class. Thanks for that response, Brian.
Yeah.
We've got a terrible guess here from Olivia McCann, a mysterious elephant.
What does that mean?
What's mysterious about an elephant?
Like, if it was an elephant, I think the elephants are really big. So if it was an elephant, and the box would be small, that so you would be it wouldn't cover the full thing.
It's like a deplorable response because nobody asked for an adjective. We asked for an animal.
Yeah, no one's given us what we want.
No, not at all. Now a wallaby.
A wallaby. What? I don't know.
I don't even know what a wallaby is. Like
that's Australia. We're in Ireland.
Crocodile, and he said,
yeah.
This is an Irish animal.
Yeah, this is an Irish animal, right? We're in Ireland.
Oh my god, an Olivia elephant. I don't even know what that is.
Lillian, like, that's not an animal. Next,
please. Tiernock. Mac.
Tiernock says it's a Mac.
He just says a Mac.
And the next one is...
And then he says elephant.
Elephant is spelled ELEFENT. It's like a posh elephant. Like an elephant you find in Brown Thomas.
Elephant.
An elephant. You're like a Fenty elephant.
An off-brand elephant. Like little
or a little elephant, depending, yeah.
Oh, a little one, yeah.
Oh, a little one. And my sister says... Rhinoceros. Well, thank you guys.
That's very important.
You're all wrong. Because, being honest, we don't know what the animal is. We can't tell.
Know. This is not a game. Like,
we don't know.
I know we said it was a game. It's not a game.
We just wanted to know. We know it's not right.
And in all fairness, like, nobody could have just wrote a fucking elephant, like.
No one got it wrong. Oh, right. Anyways, lads.
You all think they're funny.
Yeah, you all think you're too funny. Like, they got their time on air. We made. You know what? We made some the press person's day now. Probably one of those was having a bad day, and you know what? We made their day.
Yeah, by calling out their name.
Yeah, on radio. Yeah. So, anyways, you've heard now a story about darts. What does that mean? Like, what's that about?
Oh, so I this ties into your betting debacles.
Oh right.
I was down in Kilmainham just there now, having a few pints, and I've often been warned about going for pints down around that neck of the woods.
Why?
I get attacked looking the way I do.
Why? How do you look like?
I don't know, like a fool, like a balloon.
Well, you are. To describe what you're wearing now,
today
you're wearing an awful lot of chest there today. Anyways, that's
unintentional. Like the buttons just are shite in this shirt.
Oh yeah.
My shirt looks like an old carpet. So
Yeah, well, you described yourself as like an 80s something. Did you know what
like
you
a
say?
60s cop or something.
Oh yeah.
Well,
He's
that's
got
what the shirt
jeans
looks
and
like.
he's got hair as well. So
Jeans and hair.
Jeans,
Always.
hair, and an open shirt.
Almost
60s cop.
always.
Scream 60s cop.
Yeah.
So all I have to say 3 words.
Serpical, man.
Yeah.
70s. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I went for my pint and they lowered down. We were there for a good few hours and they lowered down the projector at one point and I was like, oh, the fucking soccer's on now or something. Darts. They put on the darts and I was enthralled. I was just 180 like oh yeah, I was throwing pints around the room. But it was a very strange place because there was like people going around with like iPads as if it was a really busy spot. It was fucking empty, like, and there was just raking couples just there like going nuts in the corners. But there's this one lad on his own, and I didn't know that he was in the room until he came up behind me and put his hands on my shoulders and said, "Sorry man, could you move out of the way?" And I was like, what the fuck is about to happen here? And he came up, which is my man, he, like each one of his teeth had done a fucking 360 and turned to the right. Like,
Well, at 360 is just going back to normal
I
position.
know.
Oh right, no, that's fair enough.
I did a 360 and left the room.
You gave it. You did a 360. It didn't stop there.
Well, his teeth were all after doing a 320, I would say, because they were all
Right.
tilted to the fucking right. His
Or
teeth
a
were
320, as some people call it, a 40.
A 40. I know, but I like making them think a little bit.
You do.
They were
fucking turned.
They were out of line, anyways.
Yeah.
He was looking like what's your one's name? The president's wife with the big fucking massive teeth.
Who?
Nancy
Oh, Donald
Reagan,
Trump's wife.
Nancy Reagan. Or
Oh, I wouldn't
something.
know. I don't know.
I don't even know. But anyways,
No,
it wasn't even her. It wasn't even her. But anyway, your man came up and he was doing this, and he goes, "I have $2,000 on this." Like, I was like, right, you know what?
What?
I'm not-
$2,000?
Well, this is what he fucking said, and he looked like a gobshite. Anyway, I don't think he had $2,000 to his name, let alone.
All I'd say is don't. If you're gonna put $2,000 in something, don't
Well,
ask
exactly,
my dad.
I'm not
Because
doing
my
that.
dad lost all the lads a lot of money. No, I won some money.
Oh, on the raises.
The raises.
Well, this lad won his money.
Oh, so he must have been in
the better
communication.
one, but I moved
No.
the fuck out of the way because I said it. Now, the guy as well was a heavy favourite. I saw the thing before. He was like,
Was he like heavy? In what
well,
sense?
he was heavy as well.
Oh, that's
Well,
foul. Oh, no
was-
need.
He was a heavy favourite, and he ended up like taking a massive lead, and then when he nearly lost it in the end. You could hear your man kind of shuffling in the background. I was terrified to start around in case I got a fucking blame.
Oh.
And he won it in the end. Your man went nuts. And all you just heard was a glass go flying. And he was like, sorry. Spilled his drink all over some young man beside him. You could just see her leaving. And she got up, did this whole fucking sachet out of the pub. Your man that she was with came after with the glass in hand, 2 drinks in his hand. Just chased after, like hobbling after.
What, after the one, like?
Yeah, after. Not your man now that spilled it, the guy that was with her.
Oh, yeah.
She just got up and left straight away. I don't blame her, like, but
Jesus, yeah.
it's just funny your man going after her.
Listen, at least he hit his priorities straight. Like, he didn't.
And we were
It's
saying,
like
like,
salvage
we
the pints.
might get a few rounds out of it. He might come over and apologise at the round, but he barely even got himself.
Why would he apologise to you for?
touching me?
Oh,
fucking bad.
come on, look at you. You're a sensitive bastard. Like,
Sensitive.
you chance your
Well,
everything.
you know,
Like,
when you win, you're supposed
it's
to
like
share the wealth.
I make the effort to go to yours on Monday now for your birthday. Like,
Yeah.
I have a creation in the works, the present. Like, but the Jack asks me about 5 times. Do you have a birthday pint for me? Will you buy me a birthday pint?
I asked you that last night.
Yes, and that wasn't even your birthday last night, was it?
Yeah, and you know what,
Close,
Jack?
close to them. Jack's slouched away from the one singular mic.
I'm just relaxing.
Yeah, but no one can hear you.
Well, everybody can hear you.
It's because I'm close to the mic and I'm up close and personal to it. Like,
I was chancing. Sure, why not chance?
but anyways, this I have another question for you. Like, right?
Go on.
I know this came up yesterday in the pre-drinks for Psych Ball. One of our friends, a regular on the show, Ellis.
Oh.
He said that he brought up the question like, when is this, like, there's a safe zone. He's a theory that there's a safe zone when you're going for a piss, right? There's a safe zone when you can, like, kind of unzip, like you can let it kind of hang.
Let the dragon loose.
Yes, the dragon loose. Oh, and actually, have you heard? That reminds me. Have you heard of the dragon?
No.
dragging these balls across your face, man.
Was that the dragon?
That's the dragon question, yeah.
That was the dragon question. Great, well done.
Yeah, no. But, no,
Have
basically...
you heard of the Sea of Thieves one?
No.
You never played that game?
I've never played that game.
No. So you don't want to Sea of Thieves nuts and dragon?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No. But anyways, Ellis, there's a theory. It's like, I don't know if any listeners, male or female, like with this, like, like how far away from the toilet can you like unzip the pants? Like
without it being weird.
Yeah.
You're talking about like, is this like urinal or toilet? Cause
well, I don't know. That's the question. Well, both. Both. How far away? Say if you're going to a urinal, like how far into the bathroom can you do it before it's weird?
Before I go into the bathroom, have the trousers already halfway. No time.
This is what the Ellis question basically.
Don't tell me he unzips before he goes.
Basically, right? In the Berkeley Library, there's these toilets, right? So I don't know, for the listeners that aren't familiar with it, there's basically there's two doors. If you go through one door to enter the kind of toilet facilities, and then there's
kind of outdoor.
These are the outdoor toilets, like for night access and stuff. So you go through the one door to get into the library. Then there's another door in front of you that's marked toilets. So and then once you go through that door, there's another door for the male or the female toilet. Basically, our friend Ellis here walks through the first door to get into the library, walks to the second door, and as he's through the second door, he takes it out, unzips, drops the pants job. But the problem is he's not quite in the bathroom yet. He's only in the corridor.
Wait, you mean you're saying the door where there's still like the choice
between the male and the female, and he's dropped the pants there.
He's
already got small meat out.
He already has it out.
Well, so he told me, and
he's full of shit.
So he told no. The thing is, I believe him on this one.
So you think that he gets John Thomas out?
No, I'm not saying always, but on this one occasion, and apparently he's learned his lesson.
Done it,
I think there was a poor young, probably first year, there. I'm just gonna speculate.
Yeah.
There.
I think it was a planned attack. It was malicious.
But he says that he in general he'd drop it like out quite far away from the urinal or the toilet, like, whereas I wouldn't like I'm at a class, I'm not a pervert. It's not confidence, it's ignorance.
I think it's a mix of both.
Yeah. I like you more it's a fine line, I suppose. Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know, we have lots of toilet talk on this, like
I'm not going to go into the extremities of Ellis's.
I wasn't going to either, but yeah.
I'm just making sure we're clear.
Yeah. But I just think well, if you're going to the toilet,
I'll tell you
if you're going to a cubicle, whereabouts would you where would you unzip, like, if you had to go for a piss at a cubicle, where would you or drop the pants?
In a cubicle? Sure, like, I don't know, like,
would you close the door? Point being, would you close and lock the door, or would you have done before that?
Oh, I'd close the door first. I'm hardly going to start going to bed.
Well, what if you're bursting, like?
Close the door. You don't want somebody coming in on you. Something about the landing. You forgot something about the landing, did you?
Yeah, I said that.
What, that he gets his rod
Oh
out?
no, I forgot this bit. I've been told, right? Basically, Ellis lives with his granny, right?
Yeah.
And there's also there's other people that live in the house, like there's like some Chinese people and some Spanish people, like
rent.
Yeah, like it's loads of people, like, and basically, so there's other people that live there that aren't Ellis and friends, that they just pay rent, like.
Yeah.
And anyways, he says, because he's in his home, that when he's going for a piss in the toilet at home, that he'd take it out in the landing at home before he'd go to the toilet. So he'd be in the hallway, like.
What, just holding it?
And just walk into the toilet with it out, yeah.
Just letting it hang or holding it?
I don't know, but the pants are undone.
What need? Like.
But exactly, it's just weird, like.
Jack, though, like, if the trousers, like, unzipped and that's as far as he's gone, that's fine. Because I know if he was here, I believe you that he said to you he gets it out in the landing.
Yeah.
But if he was sat here right now, for fucking damn sure he'd be like, no, I don't do that. No, I just unzip. Because he's beginning to realise
that it's
that's
weird.
Not fucking normal.
That's not okay. Like, imagine your granny. Like, imagine your granny walking out of that. Because anyone could be in a landing. Like, you don't know who's on the outskirts of a landing.
Jesus.
A landing's a wide space. Lots of doors. The thing about landings is there's doorways off them, and anyone can get out of a door at any time. You know what I mean?
And that is a jumbo jet.
Yeah. Oh Christ. Oh. Anyway, I don't know what that jumbo jet reference was to, but
no, nothing at all.
Right.
His ego, his foolishness. Jesus, no, that's ridiculous though.
It is actually. It's foul, and
you close the door behind you before you fucking do any business. Like, come on.
Oh well, depends. Like, I'm just checking the story. No, I'll keep talking. I'm just checking our story for any of the last responses
to the animal.
Yeah, I don't think we did. I don't think we missed any. But yeah, let me double check now. Oh no, we've nothing. The listenership has failed. It's failed us
drastically
once again. But yeah, no, sure. And then, like, what else is there? Like, there's always lots of shite to talk about, but I'm not sure what that shite is.
What?
To talk about, like, I don't mean literal shite. I just mean.
You don't know if we have anything else to talk about?
No, we do, but like I just can't remember. Like, you know.
That's great.
The chat show has run out of conversation.
We do not have much time left, and we do have a tune to slap on.
Well, we just leave it there, cut it short and sweet.
We are the last people, so I think as well.
This week is our second last show of the year, if ever, maybe. Who knows?
Potentially.
Probably not, but we will say for the drama's sake.
In this medium.
Tune in next week for the last one ever.
Yeah.
Tell all your friends and your family.
Episode. We'll be up till midnight. But yeah, no, we don't know the protocol now with closing out.
Yeah, we're last ones up here. Like, will we just leave it open, see if anyone wants to raid and steal equipment?
Yeah.
We just steal stuff ourselves.
The mics don't even work, like.
There's 4 mics here. One of them works. Like, one pair of headphones works.
Gas that we are huddled. Sure, I'm wearing these headphones.
Yeah, Jack Mitch is wearing headphones, right? There's no need. He looks just to look cool. It's like the DJs. And it's like, oh, this is a good question actually. Last thing at the Psych Ball yesterday, the DJs there were wearing headphones. Like, what's the need to wear headphones? The music is so fucking loud, you can hear it. They're there with one hand on their head.
What's the need for that?
Bopping, like,
press play. You're done.
Exactly. Yeah, actually, because they could just do a pre-made playlist. Oh, they're pricks on it, and it's charging money for that. Listen, we DJ here don't get paid shit.
No, 50 quid a fucking. Jeez, if the lot of you paid us 50 quid, we'd give you
Who
more.
Who gets paid 50 quid?
I'm saying for the tickets.
Oh, yeah, well, this man didn't show up yesterday. 50 quid or something. You know how much it cost anyways.
The propaganda as well. That video, I was not eating 2 plates of fucking dessert.
You were?
Jack asked me to fucking get him a plate, and then he said, "Oh, I just wanted you to get that for yourself."
Yeah, because I'm allergic to it, so I said, anyway, this is the video of Jack with loads of food on the story.
I did eat it.
Yeah, but as you should. Anyways,
yeah.
Sure. Listen, put on the next tune there now.
Okay.
And then you can come back and sign off, but we can have it on quiet, you know, because I feel kind of guilty because Jack's the one closer to the sound desk, so I'm just here sitting down, entertaining everyone. Look. Well, I probably didn't. Jack says well to that. I'd agree. This is the outro of the previous song, because why don't you skip the end of this? Get the next song on. I'm just here to speak alone, just ramble. Anyways, just thanks everyone. Thank you all watching again. For sending in an absolute dross of weather. It's fucking shit. Up your game, Tiernock. I don't care how high you are. Because if you're that high, you should you'd be up in the clouds. Yeah. Anyways.
And we will say you can't get high on THC.
Well, they can't do you.
You can't get high on THC, and that's what it's going to be on. So.
Well, is that not the stuff that gets you high?
You told me it was.
CBD is legal, but THC, how would you just get THC?
As he said, yeah.
Anyways, regardless, relevant. We're off to the pint. We're gonna have a nice old party on. Party in the pail.
Party in the pail.
You can speak. Slide off. But turn up the music, like.
I've been Jack.
And you've been
And you've been jacked off.